Hey everyone, today's video recap will be one of the most wanted and trending film about the Second World War. It is Munich, The Edge of War. Munich, The Edge of War is a 2021 German-British period spy drama film directed by Christian Schwochow, from a screenplay by Ben Power. The film stars Jeremy Irons, George Mackay and Janis Niewohner. The film depends on Robert Harris' 2017 novel Munich, which mixes reality and fiction to recount a story set just before the episode of Second World War. Munich, The Edge of War had its reality debut at the BFI London Film Celebration on October 13, 2021, and was delivered in select films on January 14, 2022, preceding its streaming delivery on January 21, 2022, by Netflix. This was a brief introduction to film, and now let's begin to dive into the plot and enjoy watching. Likes and subscriptions are highly appreciated. The story starts with a preamble set in 1932 at Oxford College, where we're acquainted with light-hearted dearest companions Hugh, George Mackay, the energetically supportive of Nazi German Paul, Janis Niewohner, and Paul's girlfriend Lena, live Lisa Fries. In 1932, Hugh Legat and his German companions Paul von Hartmann and Paul's better half Lena praise their graduation from Oxford College. Hartmann demands Legat visit him in Munich to encounter the new Germany. After 6 years, Legat is on secondment from the English Unfamiliar Office, functioning as top state leader Neville Chamberlain's confidential secretary. Europe is about to start a major world conflict war. Chamberlain endeavors to get harmony with Adolf Hitler at any expense, regardless of whether that implies permitting Germany to hold on to control of the Sudetenland from Czechoslovakia. Chamberlain keeps in touch with Benito Mussolini with an end goal to end military activity. It apparently works and Hitler concurs, welcoming Chamberlain and French head of the state Édouard Daladier to Munich for a meeting. In the meantime, Hartmann is filling in as an interpreter in the German Service of International Concerns in Berlin while furtively plotting with a Wehrmacht general with an end goal to oust Hitler on the off chance that top armed force authorities consent to capture him and hold on to control. The general accepts this can't be achieved except if Hitler is permitted to attack the Sudetenland, while Hartmann questions the aggregate purpose of the commanders. Hartmann is given a taken record by his darling, Helen Winter, that demonstrates Hitler means to vanquish Europe. Hartmann and the others reconvene and concur that getting the data to Chamberlain while he is in Munich is their most ideal choice. Hartmann uncovers he has a believed previous cohort, Legat, who can probably help. Hartmann is given a pistol to kill Hitler should the open door emerge. In London, Legat is drawn closer by Sir Alexander Cadogan and Sir Stuart Menzies of MI6 with respect to the record in Hartmann's control. It is proposed that Legat go with Chamberlain to the gathering, rendezvous with Hartmann, and recover the report. He consents to help, in spite of the perils related with surveillance. Legat persuades Chamberlain to bring him along to Munich as an interpreter. Hartmann cheats Hitler's train to Munich where he imparts his compartment to a lifelong companion, Franz Sauer. After finding that Sauer has turned into a Schutzstaffel official, Hartmann conceals the records and firearm in the compartment washroom. Hartmann gets Sauer scrounging through his bag, and understands that Sauer has become dubious of him. Afterward, Hartmann meets with Hitler, who chides him for his Oxford training. In Munich, Legat and Hartmann rejoin. A flashback uncovers they had a spat in 1932 after a warm verbal contention connected with Hartmann's then backing of the Nazi Party. Legat consents to claim the report, however can't give it to Chamberlain. With the consenting to of the arrangement approaching, Hartmann demands that they quickly present the contention to Chamberlain and persuade him to not consent to the Munich arrangement. Legat and Hartmann meet with Chamberlain, who laughs at the possibility of not marking in light of dubious German military designs for an overthrow and won't make a move. Hartmann brings Legat to a neighborhood nursing back home to see Lena, uncovering that in 1935 she went to an enemy of Nazi meeting, just to have a Star of David cut in her back and be tossed through of a window after she was viewed as Jewish, bringing about loss of motion and a failure to talk. Hartmann uncovers he means to kill Hitler, unfortunately. At the point when Legat gets back to his inn, He finds his room has been stripped by Sauer, who assaults him. Legat finds the report is gone and overreacts, yet he can receive a cautious message to Hartmann illuminating him. Hartmann meets with Hitler yet can't force himself to shoot him. The Munich arrangement is agreed upon. As Legat enters the vehicle headed for the air terminal, typist Joan Menzies uncovers she is the niece of Colonel Sir Stuart Menzies, the then head of the Secret Intelligence Service, SIS, that she has been doled out to help Legat in his surveillance movement, and that she claimed the report to keep Sauer from tracking down it. Chamberlain gets back to England and gives his well-known Harmony for Our Time discourse. Legat gets back to his significant other and child, uncovering that he intends to leave the political assistance and join the RAF. The Munich understanding at last falls flat and the Second Great War starts. Chamberlain leaves a while later, kicking the bucket before long. But since of the consented to arrangement, the beginning of the conflict is deferred, permitting England additional opportunity to plan for the conflict. In the last venture of Munich, The Edge of War, Paul at last plunks down with English head of the state Neville Chamberlain and attempts to persuade him that Hitler is a danger to the whole landmass. As per him, Hitler's requests at the Harmony highest point were only a venturing stone in his mission to vanquish Europe. However, Chamberlain doesn't trust him and furthermore has no faith in the German opposition. He acknowledges that Hitler is a danger yet sees no quick outcomes. For Chamberlain, the security of his kin is the need, and in the event that he doesn't consent to the arrangement, Hitler will do battle against Czechoslovakia. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to like the videos and subscribe to my channel for more videos and updates.